One of the issues I always run into in working in the garage is the lack of space. Now, I know what you're saying. It's a garage. You do have space in your garage, but I use my garage for garage things. Like example, the wife parks her car in here, which is actually kind of nice because the car is nice and warm. It is cold in here, and this is kind of taking the bite out of the garage. So that's pretty nice. And then I actually do use it to work on cars. So I don't want to get rid of that type of feature because I mean, it's nice to kind of pull your car in, work on it, get out of the cold, throw a fan in here, get out of the heat, be able to take your time. So it is nice on that, but it would be nice to kind of insulate this, put some heat and air, and then, set up some desk and tables for more computer projects. That would be kind of nice, but we're not there yet. Maybe in the future if I do get a bigger garage. For now, I got to make this work. So one of the issues I do run into is that I need to work on multiple computers at the same time, but I only have that one monitor set up. I did set this one up, and it hasn't been practical because the hookup for it is right over there. This table is full most of the time, and that's mostly on me, so that thing is really useless. But I was thinking about, instead of building another table or putting something over here, which would limit my space for other projects, but I want to be able to actually stack two monitors up here. If I stack two monitors up here, then I can have one monitor for whatever computer I'm working on, have another monitor for actually this one. This is my little mini garage PC. The company sent me this to do a review on it a while back ago. I do have video out on it, and this thing has been fantastic. It's like i5 12 450H 16 gigs DDR4 512 M.2, and that thing actually runs great for just chilling in the garage, maybe throwing on a quick movie or how-to guide if I'm working on the car. So cool little computer. I'll post a link if you're interested in that. I think the company is Paladin World of Warcraft, I don't know, but still pretty cool. But back to my thought. Have a monitor up here, and that'll be good. But I'm a budget channel, or mostly that translates to I'm cheap. So I wanted to find the cheapest way to do this without breaking the bank. So now typically I get on the Facebook Marketplace, and yeah, that works. And I could probably score something for about $20, $30, and it'd be two different ones, and it'd be mismatched, or I could buy two cheap ones for about $70 to $80 on some type of Amazon basic one. Or you could get lucky and go to a thrift store, which I did, and I picked up these two for $4 a piece. So that's $8 for these monitors. They are the Acer V246HQL 1080p monitors, 60 hertz, 5 millisecond response rate. They're LED, and they're identical. So that's a win. So for $8 for both of them, not too bad. Unfortunately, they didn't come with the stand, which is not a big deal because we're going to be mounting it on the wall. But another thing that intrigued me was, without the stand, they sell for like $30 to $40 on eBay. With the stand, they sell for about $60. Don't quote me. It might be a little less than that, but last time I checked a couple of weeks ago, that's what I saw them, I believe, what they were going for. But the thing I like about these monitors is we got the HDMI, we got the DVI, and the VGA. I still have to use VGA for these older projects that do come in and older repairs, so that is important. And it just uses a regular power connector instead of having these do I have one up here? I forget how this one's connected. Yeah, instead of having these weird adapters, or the power connector is actually built right over there. It's I just like that. That's a lot more simple. First thing I need to do is I need to make sure they work. Just because I bought them at a thrift store doesn't mean they work. They said it was tested, but define what test means. So let's find out if they work first. Now, fortunately for me, my dad keeps everything, and I told him, I said, I need to get another stand for this. Got to get on the Jungle website. And he's like, oh yeah, I got one, and yeah, he sure does. So we have our vase mount. That should be good. Thankful that my dad doesn't get rid of anything. Let me know in the comments if you have parents that are like that. Now, besides just being a little bit dirty, I mean, these things look perfectly fine. Let's plug you in. That's really all I need. Plug you in. All right, power on. All right. Not bad, looks pretty decent. So now taking a look at it, the colors look fine. I don't have any dead pixels I can obviously see, so that one works. Let's check the other one. All right, sweet, looks good. Same thing over here, just really dirty. But yeah, good enough for what I needed to do. So now I need to get this guy out. So this is an Acer 1080p monitor. There's actually a little story behind this one, and what it is that there's a video on it. I was on the Facebook Marketplace, saw a good deal, and this was part of it. It was a complete computer, and the seller had put on there, I need to sell my computer to pay for my boyfriend's bail or bond my boyfriend out of jail. I was like, yeah, I'll definitely pay it. And I paid, not the bondsman, but I paid the lady like $400, and it was a i7. This was 3 years ago, probably. i7 9700, 2 monitors. It had a 2080 in it. It was a really good deal, and I was actually able to double my profits, but this was one of the monitors. Let's take these out. Wow, didn't realize how empty this wall is without that monitor. So I'm thinking mount the other one probably right about here. So I need to take all this stuff out, get that stuff out, and it should be good. And then I can run both power connectors through the back, up through just like so, into there, 1 and 2, and it should be good. So let's start that. All right, let's get this connector out. Thinking I might have to move these for now. We're gonna have to relocate the Star Wars clock. My mom made this for me. Pretty nice. Had it for several years. Probably should put batteries in it, but it'll be alright. Asus ROG. Time to get rid of these stickers. I am gonna have to move Spider-Man. Swing away, my friend. Let's get this broken motherboard out. Let's get the first monitor in. Let's see where it lines up. But first I gotta take this apart. And the cool thing is that I have screws already. So that saves a lot of time because I don't have to go hunting through my bucket. Alright, that works pretty good. So now I need to find the beam for this one. So I'm going to pretty much use the same one. But I got to get this height right. Yeah, I got to get this height right. So I think what I'm going to do, just to kind of make it easier, is just mount the monitor on and just kind of eyeball it. That'll work. Did it again, forgot to hit record. But anyways, called the missus to help me, and what we did was kind of mocked it on top of this and then just traced out the top of that. Yeah, you can measure it and do that type of stuff, but eyeballing seems to work. So now I need to get that mount put in just like so. So let's take this off and hang this mount. So probably here, like I said, I already marked it, so that's going to be pretty good. I think I just need to go up like 1/4 of an inch, level it out, and we should be decent. Yeah, I think about right there. Now for my screws, I don't have the right ones, so I'm just kind of using these with a washer. This thing is not heavy. It should work. That should work. So fast forward to a little bit later and we're done. It looks good. I like the way this came out, and for $8, can't complain. It's definitely gonna be more practical for what I need. So didn't want to bore or elongate the video with the whole mounting and all that type of stuff. Kind of get the point. I do have a dedicated video talking about like how to mount this and all that type of stuff. But I mean, the gist of it is, it's just find a beam, use the stud finder, level it, and make sure it's spaced accordingly. That works pretty good. And as far as the screws, sometimes they come with it. If not, go to your local hardware store and just kind of, you know, screw it in. If it goes in nice and smooth, it's good. If it don't go with the whole, you know, cross thread is better than no thread. You'll be sorry with this type of stuff. As far as cable management, there you go. Those are the cables. I managed it. Cable management. Not going for perfect because I will be having to pull cables back and forth, but to kind of show, let's get some light up in here. There we go. To kind of show the way I have it set up, of course, we have the 2 power cables that just kind of go along the back up there. So 1 and 2, that's fine. I have the VGA cord just hanging there on standby, just in case we need it. And for the DVI, I just have a DVI to HDMI adapter, just in case I need the DVI. I still run into those old computers. I still tinker with them. So I just want to, you know, be ready for that. But by having that adapter, I can run HDMI. Now, ideally, it would have been kind of cool to run the dual monitor setup with the little Paladin PC, but it's HDMI and DisplayPort. I'd have to get an adapter for the DisplayPort. It's on the list of things to do. Now, as far as like it being centered and all that type of stuff, it actually is, but the mount is different. It's 2 different brands, so it's a little off. I'm pretty sure you can see it right over there, but it's fine. You can't see it from a helicopter, and that's all that really matters. The monitors cleaned up real nice. They work really good. I was kind of nervous on this one right up here because the colors were like really off, but I guess it retains the settings. It has that whole memory thing. So just kind of show, went over here and it had it like in blue light mode. The contrast was off, the brightness was off. We just put it to nice and cool. Looks pretty good and it'll be fine. The reason, like I said, I wanted to do this is number one, I wanted to have this one on and running. So if I have to pull research drivers, it's ready to go back and forth. I got tired of flipping back and forth between cables. I did run a laptop setup, but that kind of got in the way and cumbersome. My plan next is I'm probably going to build a little shelf back there. I do have some room to kind of put a corner shelf, and I'll probably mount this back there. Now they do have a mount, they can mount it behind the monitor, but I have a bunch of pieces of wood that's lying around, and that's going to cost me no money. I think the monitor stand is like $20 to $40. That's a no-brainer. I'd rather use the scrap wood and save some money. This is going to be more productive. I'll have that up and running. If I have to set up 2 computers or test one of this, that, and the other, it's nice. It works. And yes, the other one is better. It's a Asus, I think it's a Strix monitor. That one is 75 Hertz, still 1080p monitor. Looks really good, but for what I use it for, I don't game over here. It's just more, you know, testing, tinkering, and maybe a benchmark or 2. Ideally, it would be nice to have 2 1440p 24-inch monitors, but I'm a budget guy and we're a budget-friendly channel. And for $8, I got these at a thrift store. That's a steal of a deal. My dad being a hoarder, that works really great. This works out really good. It checks the boxes. Boxes are good. And I think this will definitely help with productivity moving forward. So with all that being said, comment down below, let me know your thoughts, concerns, criticisms. What are your opinions of these monitors? For $8 for both, do you think it was a good deal? Any suggestions that you think I can do to my setup to kind of make it more efficient? I just have 6 feet going from this wall to that wall, but I have to make it work. I need to keep my garage fully operational. I guess the only way I could think is just to kind of build up and around. I don't know, kind of makes it more homey, but then again, it makes it a little more tight. Let me know in the comments. If you like this video, definitely hit the like button, subscribe if you're not, and as always, we'll see what we come up with next.